We've all heard the idiom, one can't see the forest for the trees, meaning it's difficult to see the big picture because there's too much focus on little picture details. Well, in ecological communities, the same is true. Although fine-scale details are useful, large-scale views reveal important patterns. In ecology, perhaps the most predominant large-scale question is, why are there so many species? Ecologists have focused on geographic gradients like latitude and area of islands, but also environmental gradients like temperature, precipitation, and the production of biomass. In 2016, Moore and van der Waal broke new ground by studying distributions of species interactions, especially the mutualistic interactions that involve plants dispersed by animals. Some plants benefit from animal dispersal by being moved to more favorable places to grow compared to growing underneath the mother tree. The animals benefit from the interaction because the seeds or fruits being dispersed are highly nutritious. The author studied these plant-animal interactions at a large spatial scale and found that the distributions of plants with seed dispersal mutualisms is non-random, and it varies with latitude, longitude, precipitation, and elevation. In a new paper in ecography, we asked, what is the distribution of the animals that are dispersing those plants, and does the geographic distribution of animal dispersed plants relate to their animal dispersers? To better understand these questions, we looked at two types of seed dispersal, frugivory and scatter hoarding. Frugivory is when animals eat the fruit of a plant and regurgitate or defecate the seeds without killing them. Scatter hoarding is when an animal stores seeds in the soil for future consumption. We hypothesized that if the relationship between plants and their dispersers is strong, animal richness should be strongly correlated with the richness distribution of the plants they disperse. However, if the relationship is weak, then other variables such as environmental factors would better explain the richness of animal dispersers. To test these hypotheses, we cataloged and plotted the distribution of every known bird and mammal in the United States and Canada that disperse seeds via frugivory or scatter hoarding. We then compared the distributions of animals to the plants they disperse from van der Waal and Moore 2016. Unexpectedly, across the US and Canada, there is no relationship between the distribution of animal dispersers and the plants that they disperse, whether it be by frugivory or scatter hoarding. In fact, the highest diversity of plants dispersed by animals was found to be in the eastern United States, while the highest diversity of animal dispersers was found in the southwest United States. Our results suggest that seed dispersal mutualisms involve generalist species that do not strongly codepend on any given species. Because the diet breadth of frugivores and scatter hoarding animals is so broad, they can exist without some of the plants they disperse. Equally, plants that are dispersed by animals usually rely on a variety of animal species.